This video is going to show you how to back up your schoolwork onto a flash drive. The first thing I'm going to do is plug in the flash drive. And I know it's working because my light is flashing on my drive and it looks like I've got an autoplay window that comes up. I'm not going to use that right now. I'm going to close this window by clicking on the X. And I also notice I have a little green check down in the corner. I'm not really going to worry about that right now. You may or may not see that, but it is helpful just to see it there. It's reassuring. So the next step is to go to Computer and double click. And then I'm going to go to Devices with Removable Storage. I'm using a Lenny or a Lenovo 11E, and if I double click on this, you can see it's a removable disk D. Some drives will be D, some will be E. It depends on the drive, it depends on the computer. Now I'm mousing around at the top of this window and I'm going to left click this bar and drag it over to the side, and watch what happens when I hit the edge of the window. It kind of does a split screen. Let me show you that again. I'm going to go to Computer, Removable Disk, and I'm going to drag this over to the right until it's half screen. My next step is to go to my schoolwork folder and right click and copy. Then I'm going to find this white space over here and right click and paste. Now you can see that I backed up once before. So instead of just having it paste and do its thing, it's going to give me some other options. If it's the first time you've used this file or copied this file to a flash drive, or if it's the first time that you've copied a document, you're not going to get these dialogues, but I do because I'm replacing something. So what it says is that this destination already contains a folder named My Schoolwork Backup to Network and Flash. So again, you want to make sure that you're reading the screen. If any files have the same names, you'll be asked if you want to replace those files. Do you want to merge this folder, My Schoolwork, with this one? Notice the dates that are on here. It doesn't tell me the location, but it does tell me the date. It says this one was modified here, this one was at this point. I gotta tell you, I just did this a few minutes ago for the demo, so there's not much of a difference. But if you're doing this, say, once a week, you're gonna notice a difference in time and date. I'm going to click yes, and this will merge the two folders into one. Now the next screen is saying it's copying files. There's already a file in the same name with the same name in this location. So we want to click the file we want to keep. Well, typically what it wants to do is have you copy and replace and giving you the most current version. So the most recent document is the one that's going to keep. Most of the time you're going to click the top option. Occasionally you could do this one, most people don't, and sometimes you want to have a copy of each. For the purpose of backup, we want to do this one. What I like to do is click Do This for All Conflicts and click Copy and Replace at the top, and what that's going to do is make sure that as it's copying and pasting, if it finds any other duplicates, it's going to keep the most current one. And basically that's it. You can do the same process of selecting the folder, copy, and going over to the white space in the window and paste. And that will back up the file. By default, most of your computers are set to save to the schoolwork folder, but another place you might want to check to see if you're backed up is going to Computer again and checking if you have anything in your Documents folder. So say you're saving something in Word or in Excel or another folder or another application, it's going to land in this folder if we haven't set autosave location. So it may try to save here. If you see files, like say I wanted this install document, I could right click and copy and then go over here, right click and paste. The other thing that's pretty handy is that inside this address bar across the top, I can see where I'm copying and pasting from. Okay, so over here it tells me that I am at my computer on removable disk D, and this window is in your libraries folder in your documents, so pay attention to those if you're not sure where you're at. The other thing you can do if you're not sure is just close the window and navigate back again. Now that you're done backing up, it's important to eject the flash drive properly. I'm going to close all of my windows, and I'm going to navigate down to the triangle in this corner. When I'm at this triangle, I see my USB icon. When I click on it, and sometimes it takes a second click to make it work, I get a little message that gives me the option to eject mass storage. I click on that again, and these are left clicks, and now I get a message saying that it's safe to remove hardware. At this point, I can unplug my flash drive and stick it back in my safe location. Usually that's in my computer bag. So I would suggest backing up daily. If that doesn't work, make sure you back up at least once every week. In 6th grade, we back up once every cycle, but it's a good idea to try to back up more frequently. As you get comfortable with the backup process, try backing up during a work study or maybe when you're at home or when you have some downtime. It's a good thing to practice, and once you've done it a few times, it'll get a lot easier. Please see your grade level tech coordinator if you have any questions. Good luck!